Hello and welcome to my channel, and today I've got another diamond painting kitting up for you. So this is from a company called Prism Diamond Painting, who unfortunately are no longer in business, and it's a 50 by 50 and I'm doing it for the 26 for 26 diamond painting challenge, though as it is so old. This is like at least 5 years old I think at this point. So I'm doing it as part of Lizette's Refresh Your Stash as well. So this is what it looks like. I do not have an artist for you. They were a legitimate company, so this is not stolen or anything. And it's obviously before the days of AI. I think it's probably something like a Shutterstock, you know, one of those types of pictures. But yeah, Bubblegum Girl. And shall I keep that here? Do you know what? Shall I turn it over? You can see it's not the one with the furry back, so I might just use that as a backdrop. Let me get all the drills out. I have a cunning plan, so yeah, stick with me. I'll just get through this rustling. Right, that's everything out. They're all mixed up. Oh, right. Now, first thing first is this does not have a sticker sheet. I nearly said something else there. I nearly said something else instead of sheet. Yeah, so it's only got a printout sheet, and I do not have a sticker maker. And I think what I was originally going to do is I had this this type of storage, because there are 54 colours, but as it's only a 50 by 50, I thought, oh, that's fine. I can just put them in here, and I'll put sticky labels on, and then any leftovers, if there's any that I've got big bags for that don't fit in the thing, I just leave them in the spare. But then afterwards I was like, what am I going to put on the labels? Like DMC number? If I put the DMC number, that is exactly the same as what is on the bag. So it seemed like I was just making work for myself for no real benefit. Like, obviously I don't want to work in bags, but if I had to work in bags, it's not that big a deal if I could find a nice system for it. And that's when I had my cunning plan. So I'm not gonna use these. I'm gonna use this. So if you saw my back last year when I was deciding to do, let me take this off because this is gonna glare. This lid just pops out. So this is tea caddy, which I was originally going to use. Hang on. There we go. That I was originally going to use for my spare drill storage, and I started to set it up in there. And then I realised that fairly recently I've realised that I do not like this idea of like the bags all sitting here and like you have to flip through it like a filing cabinet. Did not like. But I thought what I could do, because it's a set of 3, so I do have this spare box. I actually have tea bags in one of them. So yeah, tea bags in one and my drills in the other, my spare drills. And then I thought, you know what, I'm going to use this third one. It's been wrapped up in bubble wrap, sitting unloved. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put all the bags in here. And instead of writing the numbers on a sticker to stick on the pot, I'm actually going to draw the symbols. Because look at these symbols. It's really small printout, to be honest. But they're all, there's not really anything there that isn't you know, a keyboard symbol. So I think it's easier to just write the symbols on the bags, and then I'll use the bags in this system. So let me do that. Let me put that here, because that's gonna. I will have to look at the painting, because I noticed on these, like some of these are blank, like the squares, but they definitely have symbols on. So I need to look at the painting for that, but that's okay because the key is just here. So I can just flip that over, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put them in this, and this is going to be my drive-by storage, because if you've been watching, you'll know I still have 12 paintings I need to kit up. Right, let's get started. I still have 12 paintings that I need to kit up for 26 or 26, and I do not want to have to buy storage for those 12 paintings. So this is just the slash sign. Make that nice and big. We need to find some workarounds, and this I thought would be a good workaround. Right, 155 is a blue. Of course, they are all mixed up. I think I did this all. I did do an unboxing for this like ages ago. 155 is S. Right, this is something I didn't foresee. The drills, like, you know, like when they're static, they like to stick behind the labels. So I just need to get it so I can actually write the symbol. Got an S. I have to be careful because it's kind of glossy paper, so it will be wet for a little bit. 210. Where's 209? I want to do them in order. 209. So 209 is X. But yeah, so I've been looking for trying to find ways, creative ways to have a workable, a workable kitting up system without having to buy more. And this was my cunning plan. So this is a B. Right. So 301 we want. Yeah, so I was quite proud of myself. I remembered that I actually had like this old thing, this thing, just stuck in the cupboard, like sitting there waiting. Right, 301. Of course, I need to pay a lot of attention, perhaps more than I usually do, because if I get a symbol wrong, then the whole thing will go wrong. So 301 is a dollar sign. And this 304. But yeah, when I did the unboxing, obviously I mixed everything up, because of course I would. Why deal with a problem now when I can just deal with it in the future? Right, 349, no. Where's 304? Come to me, 304. It should be a red. What's this? No. Thing is, if it's missing, it's not missing. I found it. But if it was missing, I know it was me, because obviously I did do a check. I counted up all the drills. Right, so how do I do a yen? So the yen sign is that sort of Y, capital Y, with two lines through. We'll do that. 304. Yeah, so gosh, I'm been going on. It's like nearly, I don't know, too long. How are you all? 307. I hope you are well. I hope life is treating you well, and if it's not, then I hope it gets better for you again soon. And that my chaotic kitting ups, which in a way isn't a kitting up, it is kitting up, but it's not a kitting up. 307. How many of these are going to put in here before I decide it's full? I don't want it to be too full, but at the same time, if I leave it too empty, they'll all start to slide over, won't they? 307. Right, 327. 327 is another blue. That's 340. 333 is there. 327, come on. What am I looking for? Yes, and I hope that my chaos helps to distract you as much as it's distracting me. Right, I know you're probably looking on screen and you're seeing 327 and screaming at me. Right, no, where is it? Seriously, where is it? 340. I didn't do that, did I? I didn't do them out of order already. No. 307. Right. 327. Do you know what? It'll probably be obvious. Oh, is it this purple? Look, I was looking for a blue. Right, there's a lesson there. Just don't take any notice of these the colours on the printout, because the colours are a bit off. And I knew that. I don't know why, because look, she's really wishy-washy. So that is number 3. So yeah, I was looking for a blue, and it was not blue. Right, 333, which is also looks like a blue, even more like a blue than the last one, and that is G. Oops, I might have to do that again. G. Yeah, so it's, strictly speaking, I suppose it's not kitting up. It's more of an organisation of the drills so I can work on them out of bags. Because, yeah, I do not want to have to buy more storage for another 26 kits. 340. Right, I don't want to shout it off. Right, that's so I can remember where I am if I get distracted. Because, talking of getting distracted, let me show you. While we're here, I'll show you my 26 progress. So as you can see, this is I had a sheet before which had all the boxes ticked of what I'd worked on so far. So that was 14 kits. Now I decided to transfer everything over. So the amount of ticks I put in as a number to the right here. And then I realised afterwards it's like all the boxes were empty again. And I was like, I need to tick the boxes. My initial goal for the next update was have everything in that's active in the challenge so far to have two ticks, and that would be it. I'd be happy. But no, already I'm like, I've got to do another bakery one because I've got a bit of tick in here. So that's sort of triggered the got catch 'em all in me. But anyway, that aside, so obviously I finished Christmas Reindeer. You saw that in the 6-month update. But I've done 4 ticks now on Elsa, and I'm halfway through a square doing the snowflake square. So next time I pick her up, that'll be an easy finish. So that'll be 5 ticks. As you can see, I've already done the little diamond stitch, which was just like one of those little mini things. I did it for Christmas in July. And I've done two square sections of Sunflower Starflower. I've done the Paint Gem Mini, which I actually did one of the eggs for that because I didn't want to be left with all the eggs next year. And I've done a square from Anafel, but it was a double section because I was near the end of the row. I'm like, do you know what? Let's just do it. And I've done a couple of ticks on a little magic, which is that lion, the lion's head one. So I have actually been quite busy-ish in that time. I can't remember, some of that I might have talked about in when I did a whipping chat last week. Right, so 349. I need to look this up because this is a blank red square, which is number 11, which should be, what is that? Oh, it's one of them funny lollipop things. Right, 349. So it's like, oh, get the drills from the back. Get off. Static, evil static. I mean, at least I don't have to deal with that much today. That's a future problem. Right, so it's one of these ones. It's like a stick, and it kind of goes like that. I guess like a signpost. So that is that one. Yeah, so I can't remember what I said. Right, that's getting a bit fat. So I think I'll move on to the next section for this. Perhaps I should have put that mark there, and then I know where my sections end. Right, number 5, 353, which looks like a beige. 819, 353. It's number 5. Yeah, so I can't remember what I said because obviously that was a week ago, and I have slept since then. Right, you watch me forget that I'm putting them in the second section now, and 550, and I'll start putting them in there, and I'll just get myself all confused. But yeah, I've been in a funny, I don't know, I wouldn't call it a funk exactly, but I've been feeling very flat. I was all right at the weekend, but then kind of Sunday night, and then I woke up on Monday, and I was really tired at 6:01. Even though I didn't really think that I'd had a disrupted sleep or anything, but you know when you just wake up tired. So maybe I just, I don't know. I didn't know I'd had a bad sleep, but clearly I had. Maybe stuff on my mind. I don't know. Right, this is a percentage sign. But it's resulted in like, so today is, what is it, Tuesday? That's a terrible percentage sign. Look, now I need to do that again. Just in case I look at that and think, as if I can't tell my own handwriting, that is a funky percentage, but never mind. Right, 603. But yeah, it's just meant I've been very, you know, the phrase about how having spoons. I have not had a lot of spoons this week, and I almost didn't film this because like I'm not very perky. What was that? 603. So 604. Well, there's 605. Let's get that one. We've got that. 604. Yeah, so I almost didn't film today, and I thought, I don't know what that was. Right, then I thought, do you know what? I should do it now because if I could still be feeling a bit flat tomorrow, and then I'd still, you know, it just start to feel like more of a burden. It's just like, oh, I've still got to film. I've still got to, and I'm still feeling moody, and and it would feel a bit more of a burden. I do not usually write like that. I should have moved the drill. 605. But why make it easy? Right, 718. So yeah, I thought, right, I shouldn't say it like this, but I thought, let me get it over and done with. Besides, it's a kitting up of sorts. And if I kit it up, then it means I can start it. And that's always a little bit exciting. So I thought that might help as well with my mood. But yeah, I don't know what's up with me. But the spoons have not been plentiful. 726. And yeah, and I was slow to answer my comments. If you did comment on my last video and I was slow, I'm very sorry. I couldn't tackle them. Some days you can tackle them, being social. And like I was trying to do one here and there so they didn't build up. Right, that one is quite full enough. What did I just do? 726. So we'll do that there. Right, not 791. So I was trying to sort of sneak in some answers here and there so that it wouldn't build up. 796. 791. 791. Why can I not see 791? This worries me. There it is. Yeah, I just had no vavavoom. You know what I mean? Right, 796. Hopefully you're all doing better than I am. And that's a plus and a minus. 796. All right, 797. Where's that? 797. Okay, that's a good thing about when you've got all the bags laid out. At the beginning, it's like hard to spot stuff because this has 54 colours. And I don't know if I said that, but I'm saying it now. So, you know, as I'm getting them into the storage, it's going to be easier for me to find. Right, 798 is a lowercase d. Oh, that is not how I write my d's normally. But there we go, fine. 798. 798. What have we got? 807. And I need to find the symbol for that because that is another blank one. I don't know why some of their symbols are blank. Right, so that is a funny asterisk. I'm guessing, do you know what? I should have done that. Let me put it on here because I will keep this sheet with the drills as well. So, you know, just in case I want to look at it, because sometimes it's easier to just pick up a sheet than it is to like go down, looking down the symbols on the side. 79. What? Oh, where was I? Right, this one. 807. There it is, and it's one of the. It's like one of the super asterisks. It's like bow, 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 bow. That's how it went. 807. Yeah, because sometimes I roll up my canvas if I'm working it on my computer, like my desk, which is so I have my computer at the back, and I just move the keyboard out of the way. But I don't have a lot of room, so if I do work on a painting there. 819. I do have to roll it up. And then that does not bode well for if I have to read the symbols down the side. It's like, good luck with that. Right, 4. 819. 820. Yes, as this pile goes down, the easier it is to find. That was lucky. I felt that when I picked it up. I felt the popper, you know, the seal click shut. So that bag was open. And that was a big old bag. Right, 820 is C. C, that is not easy to write on drills. There we go. Right, 820, 892, which is, did I say it was easy to find? 892, there we go. Oh, it's a sort of, I don't know where all these hairs have come from. I must be molting at the moment. 892 is an A, a lowercase a. Yeah, not an ampersand, not an at sign. Right, so 892 is sort of almost a coral colour. It's a very bright painting, this. I'm not going to lie, I probably, like now, I probably wouldn't buy a painting like this. But I did. And we're going to do it because once I've bought it, that's it, I'm committed. Even if it's the last thing I do. 894. Come on. There aren't that many pinks. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so once I buy a painting, one of these days I need to tackle some of my unlicensed paintings. You know, the ones that we all bought right at the beginning before we realised about all the stolen artwork. We all had them. Well, most people have them. Because that's how you find out as well that, you know, you like diamond painting. 900. But of course, as I moved into premium kits, I stopped buying those but I did not get rid of them, and I will never get rid of them unless I'm giving them away to a friend or something like that. Then that's it. They're mine to do, and I will do them if it's the last thing I do. Right. So I've got that coming up as a video actually for my bonus content. If you are interested in that, I have a Discord. You can see all of my bonus content. I leave links to that on my Discord, and you can see it all for free, $9.39. But if you don't like Discord, then I do have memberships, which I've got set on the lowest of the lowest possible things that YouTube will let me do. But then that will also give you early access and no ads. If you have a membership, then you do not get ads on my videos when they're in the members only thing. Right, 956. But yeah, I thought that would be a good way to give a little bit of a something bonus content, because I would never show those paintings like on my channel now. But for a bonus, for a member video, 936, that was 936, wasn't it? 956, I should say. So right, so that's that there. Right, 964. I thought that would make a good thing to put, should anybody be interested. And if not, then it doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter, and I will not get in trouble with YouTube for, copyright stuff if it's stolen. 996. Not gonna lie, there might be a Disney. Before Disney was long before. Now, how do I do an ampersand? I usually do a squiggle. I should probably do it properly, shouldn't I? That goes up. That and that. That is not. Oh boy. Right, let me try that again. We'll blame it on drill. It was not due to a drill. I know. I'm going to look at that in future and think, what was that? Right, so if we did, how did I do it last time? Let's try it in the other direction. Let's go up, round, here. Oh, it doesn't matter. We'll know that. Right, that is 996. I will figure that out. Don't judge me on my ampersands. Oh, don't fall over. Stand up. There we go. They're it's relatively decent plastic, so it should, if it was a really, really, really flimsy plastic, I don't think it would even survive in this thing. Right, 3341. 3341. 3341. That was right there. And that is a capital N. Do that. In you go. 3350, which happens to be next to it, is the number 8. Nice and simple. But yeah, so that's coming up soon. Okay, 3607. 3607, where are you? There you are. Shocking pink. 3607, which is a K. Put that in there. Right, 3608. No. What did I do? 3607. Oh, I'm just being dyslexic. So there was a 3706. I was like, what have I done? But yeah, that was just me having a bit of number dyslexia. Right, it's 3608. 3608 is a sort of mink pink. 3608, and there's a J. Yeah, so that's why I'm. Right, hold on. 3608, 3609. That's why I'm not stuttering over my words, but I'm finding it quite hard to be chatty, because it's part of the spoons thing. Is for me 3706 is I become a bit sort of, I don't want to say I've become antisocial, but I've always said I could be a hermit. Like, I don't need to talk to people. And then when I am feeling a bit meh, 3712, I kind of like, I'm like, yeah, all right, I won't bother talking to anybody then. I'll just keep my own counsel. 3712. 3761. 3761. But fortunately, you'll be spared me soon from. Right, that's a pound sign. I want to do it. Do you know what? I don't know why I did that. It only has one line. I was like, I'm looking at it and I think it needs 2 lines. I'm trying to think how I write a pound sign. I write pound signs all the time. And now that I've suddenly thought about it, I was just like, I couldn't remember how to write a pound sign. My own currency. 3761. I think what I'm going to do, because them bags are getting a bit fat at the bottom, we're going to move into the second row. So 3805. 3805 is the capital letter E. But yeah, so this will be my what are we on? 15th. My 15th diamond painting to start, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17. Apparently it'd be the 17th. What did I do? I know I've done that one. I thought I was at 14 with 12 to go when I did my year in review, but I've only done this. Did I miscount? Let's do it the opposite way around. That's left to do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I miscounted. I only had 11 to go when I did my year in review. And then I've done this one, which has brought it down to 10. And I'm doing this one, Bubblegum Girl, which is bringing us down to 9. Apparently I cannot count unless I've forgotten. No, I haven't kitted up anything. I got it wrong. Apparently I can't count. Anyway, little distraction there. Sorry about that. Where was I? The 3805. I can't even remember where I was going with that. It took me so long to do the math. 3824 that I've forgotten even why I was looking that up. 38224. 3824 is L. But where was I going with that? I have no idea. If it's important, I'll put it on screen. It's 3832. 3832. It probably was not important. It rarely is. Right, so that's a Z or Z if you're in the States, because I am multilingual. 3832. 3833. It's another pink. Shock news. It's another pink. Right, and that's an equal sign. 3834. But yeah, so that means after this, I've only got 9. I need my 9 to kit up. That doesn't sound too bad. 3834, lowercase e, which I will be buying another, because I've decided that I don't like to use the tea caddies for the storage system. I'm just going to buy the pots, the screwed lid tops. I'm going to use that for my storage. So 3834. So I figured I'll buy the storage 3837 to do the challenge, and then once the storage becomes free, that's when I'll redo my storage system. 3837. Right, so number 50 I need to look up, and that symbol is an omega sign. Oh, where did that come from? Would it be this one? Does that mean it's open? It does look like that one, doesn't it? Maybe it had just been caught in the lip. I don't think it's open. It doesn't feel like it. Didn't click. Yeah. Well, it's going in there now. Right, back you go. 3805. Right. What was my last one? Look, distracted. 3837. Right, the omega. Right, that was it. So we'll do a little omega sign. 3844. As best as we can. Get rid of that drill. Go on, get off the back of the sticker. There's a good drill. And it goes kind of like this, and then it goes around like that, doesn't it? So it's so annoying because they've put on these stickers wonky and I'm triggering myself. But I'm not going to put stickers over the top just to fix the stickers. All right, 3, 8, 4, 6. It wouldn't be a challenge, would it, if it was easy? That's just how I see this. 7. 3, 8, 5, 2, which is this kind of toffee almost. 3, 8, 5, 2, and that's 2 arrows that way. Arrow, arrow. 3, 8, 5, 2, 3, 8, 6, 3. That's give off cent sign. Yeah, no, it's kind of goes through like that, doesn't it? And then 3, 8, 6, 5, which is the off-white. There's a W for white. Okay, that is that done. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this with it. I'll probably just put it up, fold it up, and then stick it in one of these bits here. And if I want to, I can just. I think I've got it all right. Like, because as I was saying, you don't want it to have too much space because the bags slide down. You can see them ones sliding down a bit because there's a few less in here. But they've got bulging bottoms. It's just something that afflicts us all. But yeah, so it just means that, like, even though they look quite empty at the top, at the bottom, like, oh, look at those pretty colours. That works well, doesn't it? Yeah. So I'm quite pleased with myself that I found a way to make good use of this little pot thing, tea bag caddy thing. And yeah, let me just remind you, this is what it is. And for an emoji, what should we have? Let's have a star, some stars, or something from the nighttime sky. So if you can't find a star, I'll have a moon or something like that. That'll be my emoji for the day. Thank you so much for watching. It's a bit of a short and sweet one. Obviously, as I wasn't having to kit it up, I didn't have to wrestle with any bags or static. So that was nice and quick. Yeah, see you all again soon, and bye for now. Bye.